I'm Pastor James Alberts of Higher Ground Church of God in Christ in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
And what's going to happen as a result of today's effort?
Today's effort was a very powerful show of force with clergy leaders and community leaders inside of the state of Minnesota. And I think that one of the things that you're going to see is that you're going to see the faith community come together on political initiatives in order to bring about change for every Minnesotan, all Minnesotans, all the way around the state. I think this is something that we're seeing across the nation as a main initiative to be able to overcome in churches all the way around the city, the states, and around the country are realizing that we've got to be able to find a way to continue to allow these people to be profitable, contributive members of the communities in which they live, and voting is just one of those steps to be able to do that. In my church specifically, no, it's not any different. I have convicted felons, individuals who have committed felonies but have served their time to their committee, to their community, and to the state, and are only asking to be regular members, regular parts of the community. So I think that there's a groundswell, if you will, around those individuals that we need to pay attention to, and we should, because they are no less viable because of what they have been done and what they have given their time for than any one of us who have also sinned and not had to go to prison for it. I think one of the things that will surprise a lot of people is that there is not as many differences as they believe that there are. It is a little further removed from the Twin Cities, but there is a very cosmopolitan feel and a very widespread, very diverse group of people of color, people of immigrant status, people that are documented from all parts of the world. And I think that one of the things that I want everybody to know about Minnesota is that the central Minnesota area, live and vibrant that it is, has every demand and every need that the inner city areas need just as much, if only the only difference is being a prioritization of those things. Transportation being a little bit more important to us because of the spread that we have, looking for continuing funding and fully funded transportation and transit to the greater Minnesota area. So I think that the differences are small. The priorities may be the only thing that measures them.
The discussion in the session here yesterday on body cam data collected by police departments and so forth, and the disposition and availability of that data. Have you followed that?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that if we are being very aware of the things and the present nature of the news that is going on around us, you have to be plugged into that. One of the things that I think is very important to realize, in the St. Cloud area, we have a very personable relationship with our police departments, plural. Personally aware of our police chief, Chief Blair Anderson, the chief of police for the city of Wake Park, the sheriff departments, and the varying law enforcement agencies that are out there. We have established through Isaiah and through our many community groups that we have there a collaborative work. One of the things that I can brag about as far as the central Minnesota area and the central Minnesota region is that we have a very direct approach to being able to work between government and between social groups in order to bring about change and to make sure that things are going the right way. If there are problems in the police department doesn't wait for something to happen. They actually come to those groups and have a conversation with them. And we, likewise, don't wait for the police department to do something wrong before we go to them and ask them questions about what we can do better. I think that open dialogue has given us a leg up on what has inevitably become, the Ferguson event, if you will, or the hands up, don't shoot movement. Doing a policeman's job is not easy work, and there are things that happen inside of good policing that won't be comfortable for everybody to be able to process and to see. So I think that people who are participating in that and people who do look at that should take it with not only a grain of salt, but with a level of understanding and intellect that allows them to understand that working to protect the good of everybody is not just casual business. It's something that we pay our individuals and we train them to do, and something that they work to do consistently 365 days of the year. And I think the police officers want people to see how good they do with their job. Most of the time, we won't even see the video.
Well, if we wait for the courts to act, there's quite a delay in there. So there needs to be some action early on in the game.
Those police departments that are waiting for the courts to tell them what to do are the ones that we should be worried about. Most